There was, or there is, some things that's been going on this week in the news, and I don't know if you know about any of it.
Nope, sure don't.
So it would be very, very interesting to hear your first-time reactions to some of this stuff.
Okay.
Are you aware that your community is under attack? That the LGBTQ is under attack?
I am not aware.
Like, very, very, very bad. Okay?
Why? What did we do?
Being gay. And alright, so
obviously.
I'm gonna put this down here. So the Human Rights Campaign redesigned the American flag in a reality flag campaign. And so now they have removed 29 stars off the flag to represent the only states that actually give gay people rights. So, like, the flag looks like this now. And they are putting the flag up in all of these different places. And apparently it's at the, I don't know. They put it up at their office. Mm-hmm. And they're printing all of these flags because, and I think that might become y'all new flag, which is fire, by the way. I like that flag way more than
the rainbow.
The rainbow one. That one is always a little strange, but
it's not strange. Where from where it originated from, but okay.
But it's not strange. It's like a calling card though. It's like, hey, gay people are in this building.
Right.
Which is weird. I like this flag. This flag is cool. But they said, This is the thing. So all of these different Republican-led states are putting out. They're making laws right now that's like against gay people. So I think like Tennessee said that you cannot, basically gay people can't get married or they can't do common law marriage. I think is in Tennessee. And Florida.
Good old Florida.
They got the Don't Say Gay Act. So you're not allowed to talk about being gay or sexuality or being trans or none of that stuff in schools no more.
Really?
They cut that out. So don't say gay.
Don't say gay. Got
and it. California, LA County, I pulled this up.
California?
No, LA County has banned flights to Texas and Florida because of their gay legislation, essentially.
Oh, I'm about to say LA is advocates for the LGBT. Yes. I was about to say LA, California, what?
No.
That's where we all came. No, I'm just kidding.
That's where it was all originated from. Nah, it gotta be San Francisco.
For sure.
Have you been there?
I have not.
Oh my gosh, bro. San Francisco is the gayest city I ever.
It's definitely in my bucket list, for sure.
You gotta go. All right, so LA County votes to ban official travel to Florida and Texas over LGBTQ policies. How do you feel about these legislations and these people attacking the Republican-led states, attacking y'all city? I mean, y'all community. And by the way, this is not a political podcast. I just thought this was very, very interesting that like gay people are so heavily under attack right now. Feel like,
well, we've always been under attack, and it was crazy because we were having this conversation actually yesterday with two of my agents about. We were just talking about how it's in everything. I think Disney...
And they're both straight, right?
Yeah, they're both straight. But that Disney, I guess, made an announcement. Don't credit me because I know nothing. But something about any new show, anything going forward, anything that is put on Disney has to have a LGBT character.
Which is wild. That's crazy.
And... like, I really don't know how I feel about that. I know when everything started happening, you know, I feel like now being gay is almost like a fad, right? But, I mean, it's a good thing.
It's
I guess,
more than acceptable. Like
absolutely. Well, is it? Apparently.
But, yeah, that's true. But I mean, like
in the normal,
overly accepted, like.
Yes. I mean, I can't say overly accepted because it's no such thing.
No. When I say overly, because I do want to clarify that. I don't, of course, I accept it.
Right.
But I'm saying like, I know. But it's like people, they have a feeling like a girl. Mm-hmm. I think almost all girls have like kissed a girl, but then like, no, I'm gay and I want everybody to know it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and
like it's over.
And that's one thing I was saying to the girls was like, in my high school, which was X amount of years ago.
A lot of years. No.
I was probably one of the only open lesbians in my school, right? Because I just didn't care what people thought about me. But I knew so many people in the closet, and people that have come out since then. And I feel like now just making it aware, starting with the younger generation in sitcoms, in shows, it just shows, hey, they're just regular people like you and us. This is just their preference. So it makes it a lot more open. Back then, seeing a gay couple on TV, unless if it was a gay show, right, Queer as Folk or The L Word, which were our two huge ones, it was unheard of. You didn't see it in movies. You didn't see it in, and now, hell, they've even made it to Hallmark or Christmas movies. So I think and you think that we are making huge strides, right? And we've come a long way, but shit, 29? That's insane.
Yeah. I think representation is important. So, like, with Disney being inclusive and having representation, I feel like that is very, very important. But pandering is unnecessary.
Absolutely.
And even when it comes to black people being included in movies and stuff, if it doesn't serve the story, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I watched Eternals. You haven't seen Eternals yet.
Mm-mm.
In Eternals, they had announced years ago that Eternals was going to have the first gay couple in it. And they did. And it was this black guy. I don't know if you've ever seen him act before. He's in the TV show Atlanta and a movie, something else. But the black guy was gay. He had a husband, and he also had a kid. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Eternals. But that was 7-8 months ago. You should have seen it. But they had an adopted kid, and he was gay with a husband. And I thought it was awful. Like, not because he was gay. It just felt like they forced it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, even their chemistry was
off. Yeah.
Because he's not gay.
Yeah.
So, even his chemistry was off. And then they kissed this one time when it was like, and you could feel the lead up to it. And I was like, it felt, again, keep going back to this, it felt like the all-girl scene, and like you felt the lead up to that coming.
Yeah.
And you feel the lead up to this kiss, and they kissed, and it was so awkward. He even looked like he didn't want to kiss him.
Oh my God.
You remember, like, when Will Smith got kissed by the white dude in the, I think it was in Hitch, it was in Hitch. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
That even looked way more natural, right? He looked like, this is his husband. He looked like he did not want to do it. His name is David Tyreek, I think his name is. And watching that scene, I was like, oh man, that's so forced. Yeah. And that doesn't serve the story, nor does it serve the community.
Right.
Like, and, again, I'm all for inclusion, and I've understood representation to matter a lot. I've heard gay people speak about it over the last 5 or 6 years. It never made no difference to me, because when I was a kid, I watched Fresh Prince. When I was a kid, I watched Saved by the Bell. And I watched Happy Hour. And I watched Family Matter. Like, I watched both sides. I watched all of it. And I watched the girl. It didn't matter to me at all. Good was good.
Right. Right.
But to me, it also feels awkward or feels really, really weird. And this is speaking from a black perspective. You can tell me from a gay one. But it always felt really, really weird to see to see a black person in a show with all white people. Like Lisa on Saved by the Bell. She literally is the only black person on the show. And it feels so weird to, like, see one dot of black in
one dot of black.
And I mean, like, in the entire school. The majority of the school is white. All the background people is white.
You know what's crazy? I never realized that.
Yeah, and it's so weird to me to like see that happening.
And I think they said something similar about Friends.
Yeah, it's not one black person on that show.
And I'm like, but it's just so crazy that was just the norm. You know, you didn't, like, I never saw it as them being racist or anything. It was just, you know, you had those shows and then you had your black shows like Family Matter and 227 and A Different World. So
see, and then that's the difference. On the black shows, we never even put white people in them. On the Cosby Show, we had Adam Sandler one time, or a couple times. But you rarely even, like, we rarely tried to include them into storylines. So it never looked weird to me that it was a white person in a black show because they weren't there. Like, I can't even think off the top of my head a white person that was in Fresh Prince. Yes, there are white people.
I was about to say Trump was on Fresh Prince.
Yeah, there are white people, like his Uncle Phil associated with white people all the time because he was rich, he was a lawyer. But there were no...
Constant.
Yeah, like, there was white people at the school that they went to because they went to a white school. But even in that school, it was black people. They weren't the only two black people there.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. And I'm really like, is that how y'all are going to look or how y'all going to feel when it's a gay person in every single show or movie moving forward? That's weird. They've been in that controversy too. When I was looking stuff up yesterday, I saw their name pop up.
What?
Disney.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how I feel. I think it's a good thing. And the reason why I say that, and the point that I made yesterday is, you know, the suicide rate, again, you know, for young gay people is so high. I mean, you still have people nowadays, 50s, 60s, 70s, still living in the closet because of the fear of the repercussions or losing family member or whatever the case may be.
And ridicule in the workplace.
Absolutely. So I think seeing it on TV, just not so much throwing it in your face, but it's just making it normal. Like, it's okay. Like, interracial couples. Yeah. You know, that's something that you're starting to see in commercials, or, you know, like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. I can appreciate that. But it's kind of almost given like the stamp of approval.
But my problem with making it normal, quote unquote, is it is very normal. Mm-hmm. But how will we know? Like, you don't. Most people don't just look gay. And then even if you look gay, that's very stereotypical. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
David looks gay. And that's great. Mm-hmm. But most gay people don't look gay. So it's like, how do you. What? You know what I mean? Like, so everybody gonna look gay? Because without a conversation, how would you even know? Remember we was in the gay part? What did David call it? The gayborhood?
Oh, gayborhood, yeah.
Remember it was downtown somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh crap, everybody down here is gay. And then I asked you, how do you find this? Like, if you're gay, how do you know where to go where, like, everybody down here is gay? Because it became very apparent to me once we got in the restaurant. I was like, oh, everybody here is gay. How do they find this type of area? And then I went on to ask David that same thing, and he was like, yeah, you just kind of know. Like, we just kind of know where everybody is. We all kind of stay in the same little circle. We go to the same clubs and stuff. Right. And the clubs are in the neighborhoods. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. But outside of that,
it's like our safety net.
Yeah, outside of that, though, you wouldn't know these people were gay.